You're tuning into.
You're now tuning into
CodenameZ.
And welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
I have that face on.
I don't have a face.
I do have a face.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. Say your thing.
I'm Tyrone.
And I'm Basil Anthony.
And this is CodenameZ. You don't know what to say, so just say podcast.
No. Anyway, so hello guys, welcome to the show. I am your host, Bob the Drag Queen.
Trip.
Oh, I'm about. Thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Bob is amazing. If you don't know, you don't.
I say.
You don't now. No, first of all, we have to talk about Medea.
Tyler Perry.
No, okay, okay. Screw the first topic. This first topic is gonna be Medea.
Oh gosh,
no, because talk about that. We'll talk about that in the second one. Tyrone, what was that movie? What was
the
that
movie? Was really funny, and in the end,
was it really funny? Was it?
It was
so
funny, but even though that's gonna be too much of a spoiler to be discussed.
Tyrone, by the time this comes out, if you didn't watch it by the time this comes out,
right? Well, we're just gonna do spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for Medea's Beyonce tribute, The Homecoming Spectacular.
First and foremost,
that's what it is. It's not. This is the Medea recap show,
right? The Medea. First of all, the movie was good. It just made me mad because I felt like the directing and the storyline really was misleading.
It was there was no.
It really. I'm sorry. The boy and his friend, the whole time in the beginning, it really made it seem as though their big secret that they both were gay and dating. Am I the only one who got that vibe?
No, everyone got that vibe.
Right.
But no, so what pissed me off about this.
Right.
Okay, I chuckled. It was like hee hee ha ha. It was almost like the other podcasts. It was just like they say, it was a Medea movie.
Right.
Because you hit all the tropes of it. The problem I had with it was literally the same exact plot as a Medea Farewell, which was the play. It was supposed to be the end of Medea. He was done with Medea. He wasn't putting on a fat suit no more. Right. He wasn't about to get his lace laid. He was done with it.
Right.
It was the same exact premise. However, they switched it up because in the movie, that wasn't a big secret. It wasn't there was no gay theme in the play.
Right.
But in the movie, it was. However, it didn't make sense. Because if you remember in the beginning, when they were driving in the car, he's like, are you going to tell your family the secret of X, Y, and Z? They're talking about the secret. Right. And he was like, yeah. But then he goes, are you going to tell your family? But they never specify which one. But it didn't make sense because he's like, oh, my dad's West Indian. Like, the context clues were leading
like
to
that
gay.
They were conservative.
He's like, oh, my dad's West Indian. My mom is this. It's a little bit different for me, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
That didn't make sense because of the fact that if he wasn't gay, why does it didn't roll
even
over
though he
well.
had a secret, but the context clues of the secret didn't lead to I wasn't going back home.
The secret he had, old boy didn't even know.
Right.
The secret was him sleeping with his mom. He didn't know that secret.
The other secret of going back I want to go back home.
Going back to
that could have been what they were talking about, but it still didn't seem like that was.
That didn't seem like that was the secret they were talking about because he wanted to stay. Well, I mean, I guess the secret more was he wanted to say, because I guess when he was saying, oh, like, you're going to tell your family.
Right.
Was he going to, but he said he was telling them, oh, I'm going to stay in America. That didn't make sense.
And am I crazy, but the whole first interaction with them cars gave me very couple vibes. Am I going crazy? Like, it seemed very.
Yes and no, because.
I was to say seem very gay, but.
Jesus, drag them. No, but so yes and no, because I listened to another podcast and they were talking about this and they were saying how they knew he wasn't gay. He said because they were like dapping each other up in the car, like a real bro type relationship. And it didn't make sense to me.
It didn't make sense. Yeah, okay, that was kind of strange.
Yeah, like I'm like you would think that like even if you're like he would show something of them being like affectionate towards each other,
right?
Can we not?
I had to bring up the movie. Go ahead.
We're not gonna start watching the movie. Well, we're reviewing the movie on Patreon. Follow us on Patreon.
I just want to look at this interaction with them in the car. I wish we could.
God. Well, we need to record things.
Right.
But anyway, no, yeah. So it didn't make sense because of the whole. Turn it down.
Go ahead.
I was like, that's going to get a copyright strike for playing the Medea movie.
Right.
But no, it just didn't make sense because it's like, okay, we're in the car. And you're like, oh, yeah, I have a secret, da-da-da-da. But the secret was you're sleeping with old boy's mom. And the secret was oh, I want to stay in America versus I want to go to Ireland and work on the farm. So
wait, pause. Okay, I'm sorry. New context clues that seem weird. He said, I don't know what the rush is. He asked him, what's the rush about getting to... He was like, shouldn't we be there by now, whatever? He said, I don't know what the rush is, but I know what the delay is. The other guy said this to the
light skin dude.
Light-skinned guy said, but I know what the delay is. And he was like, you don't want to tell your family. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I think the black guy was like, well, not protect, I don't know, something like that. But then his response was, well, I don't want to pressure you into this, but we only have like 2 days to grad. So it was like, why would you even be, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like the way it came off was that it didn't come off as like, I'm a friend and I really love and support you and I want you to be out. It almost seemed like, okay, I have
we got
part
deadline.
in this too. You know what I'm saying? Like, your coming out affects me too. That's how it almost seemed.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what it didn't make sense because it's like, okay, that's what you made it seem like.
Right.
But then that's not the thing. And it's like, it's very weird. Also, he didn't even know that his family was coming. Remember? They found out, which also didn't make sense to me because how dumb is light skin? Because he was like, when his auntie or whoever shows up and it's like, you know, I was asking you so many questions. If somebody's talking to me, ask me questions, and at some point ask me the full address of where I'm going to be at,
right?
You assume that person's coming to see you,
right? This so dumb.
So okay, both of them are a little stupid. Okay, great. It didn't make sense. I think I didn't like the Medea cursing part. Like because Medea, like, you know, Medea wasn't like a saying the F word type of movie. Okay, I was like not. Oh, that's back there.
Yeah. You thought it was that?
Yeah, that was him. No, like, but like not Medea saying the F word.
Oh, that's what somebody like he really went cursing.
Like that wasn't necessary.
The other topic. Did you see the other topic of discussion?
No, what?
How they must have had an increase in budget because Medea wig was laid this time.
No, Medea's wigs are always laid.
But
it's everybody else in the TV show.
Okay,
they walk around with black yarn roped around their head. Do we need to bring back Shamar Moore?
They was talking about that at my cousin's house. Yeah, that
with that wig.
But the thing is, Medea wigs were never bad. But this was a complete lace front.
She had
this was like coming out.
She had an installation,
right? Yeah, this was different. This was a different one right here. Yeah, Medea.
No, like his wigs are always like okay, but like
right.
This, I mean, I guess it was a little bit late this time. Like he got his edges done.
He knew Cardi B and everything.
No.
Bro, boy, don't deserve no coochie. I know that.
Look at that scene did make me laugh because I'm like, not in the Red Lobster. First of all. Then we knew it was sponsored by Red Lobster because they just kept talking about Red Lobster.
Yeah, because you know normally they don't product place their movies unless you pay.
It did an end where it was like, oh, the food started coming out. I said, nah, this is so sponsored. So I'm glad it was at the end. Like, okay, This is definitely sponsored. But
and then he said, so why don't you something about telling your family? And then the black guy was like, I do want to meet them one day. And he was like, no, let's not rush into that. Because it all
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't make
together.
Sense. Yeah, like the context who's where y'all are together.
They together.
Then you would think that someone would say something. So after, not even before he came out or whatever. Because Uncle Joe was making a whole bunch of like, you're gay type things and nobody said anything. Right. I get it in the beginning because he didn't come out yet. Right. After the fact that he came out and like at one point I remember Bam had started making like wedding noises.
Both of them, yeah.
Why would you not say, oh no, not me?
Yeah,
it's just him.
You would have common sense that oh no, I'm not. No, we're not together.
Something.
Because that's why I was so confused. Because I was like, I was still even after he admitted to sleep with his mom. I was even more pissed. I'm like. You cheating on him with his mom? Like,
yeah, that's what they made it seem like. Oh, that's what it's going to be, and I'm like, that's not what it was. It didn't make sense. I think
that's crazy.
It also threw me off with the whole like Medea being like weird about like Medea. First of all, Medea always talking about being a stripper and selling it and everything, but then when WAP comes on, Medea's like, oh my god, oh my goodness, like nail Medea. You talk about how you swing on poles and all this kind of stuff.
Watermelon at the end. The whole
we're not getting into that
revival. That was hilarious. I can't.
Like
I've been drinking watermelon.
First of all, the vocals though. Like I mean, not the vocals, but it was like Tyler. Okay. Like, first of all, Tyler, you got the whole outfit.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay.
You got the whole outfit. You really on a crane in the studio somewhere.
In the booty shorts? They said, "Oop, they gonna talk about Medea look a little thick."
Medea been thick. Medea's a big woman.
Talk about them thick thighs. They so irk.
I didn't particularly care for the Black Lives Matter-esque conversation.
When?
In the
the
whole movie.
Well, yeah.
It was more because I get where he was trying to make a point, but at the same time, I don't think he was making a good point. Like,
because it was like
it was showing the
stories.
ignorance. It was showing the ignorance of some people in the whole thing. But it never. I feel like it never came to a conclusion.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
That was like a kind of a storyline that started, but it never ended.
Right.
Of, oh yeah, because old girl's a cop and he's still X, Y, and Z. But then, like, I feel like they could have had something at the end where it's kind of like, okay, I guess all the cops are not bad. Something,
right.
That could have been like the end of the story. It was the storyline never ended.
Yeah,
it was just, oh yeah, he don't like cops, and then all right, like it was weird. I think that the knickers joke went a little bit long.
Right.
It went a little long. It was like, all right, she said knickers, not the other word. Like,
what you call me in my house?
Yeah, like it was just like I feel like a lot of it was just more for just shock value.
Right.
But the one thing I will say, people who hate on Tyler Perry but Tyler Perry did, y'all don't want to admit that y'all got these family members though. Y'all don't want to admit that. A lot of Tyler Perry shows and movies and all that, everyone always gets upset about some of the characters, but some of those characters legit be in people's families.
Yeah,
y'all know that gangster grandma.
That gangster, not the gangster grandma.
Some of y'all got some gangster grandmas, like they're not all out there. Who don't be out there baking cookies and out there busting caps. We know. We have family members who are a little bit dumb. But one thing I really wish you would have had in there, somebody should knock that friend out. The little lawyer friend. So let me tell you, Mr. Lawyer, let me tell you this. You get involved in my divorce one day. Let me let you know.
Let me get you divorced real quick.
How I'm going to whoop that ass. I'm going to whoop that ass.
Oop, I don't think my mic was on. Or I think I just muted it.
Good.
But
that, like, Tyler Perry need, like, versus the whole Beyonce, he needed a Bad Girls Club girl fight up in that movie after she found out they about to get married.
Was crazy.
Because first of all, it was cheating, and it was also like she's a lawyer and she messed your whole thing up.
Yeah, Medea should have shot
somebody.
her.
Oh my God, she did have a shotgun.
Pistol whipped her. Let me stop. That's funny.
My God, I mean, overall the movie was like it was entertaining.
I laughed a lot in that movie though. I thought it was
okay. A lot. You laughed a lot.
Yeah, I did. It was really.
You just chuckled your life away.
Yeah, it was chuckable.
Not chuckleable. Like I thought it was good. I kind of wish they would have just like. I feel like he shies away from just doing a gay storyline. Like he kind of went into it, but like just have a gay couple.
He was gay.
I'm saying no. I mean, yeah, the son was gay, but I'm saying, but like, there's no
gay couple.
You know, I feel like he's always kind of shied away from it. There's always been like a joke about it, but it's never been like a full on like this could have been.
This was good at least because it showed like the whole family being accepting and all of that stuff. So I mean, it was still there.
It was accepting, but it was more just like you could have went full force. Like this could have been different than the play.
Right.
Because my thing is the play was like the ending of Medea. So like, if you're bringing her back, you're not bringing her back to end her. So it's like, why would you go the same exact route of the play versus this? So it was kind of like you could have honestly just went into a storyline, and honestly could have went into a storyline and had them just be gay, and then have Joe, instead of doing this whole screw the police, Black Lives Matter thing, you could have just had Joe be homophobic, and at the end of the day, show him how he was wrong.
Right. That
would have been a fun ending for that, because it'd be like, okay, cool. It shows you that like older family members can change their opinions. I mean, it would have happened in 2 hours, but you know, that only happens in years. But it could have been like, yeah, like that could have been the storyline of like, be accepting. I mean, it was kind of like it took the wind out the sails almost, because it was like he comes out and the whole family was like, oh yeah, we knew, it's okay, cool. Like, it's accepting, but it's also like, it's like, okay, like, we could have went further into it.
Right.
So.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I give it a 7.
Wow. It's the racially motivated gaslighting.
But Tyler Perry, if you like to put me in a TV show or a movie.
No, you just said his thing was trash.
I didn't say any of that. I said Madonce was amazing, and
but let's get to the topic that we were supposed to be talking about.
no.
Yes. That's our transitions.
We need a transition.
Start making just... Okay. So, matter of fact, let's take a break and then get to our next...
Quick break.
Thank you for listening. Oh, yeah.
No. Do not disrespect the Golden Girls like that.
Oh, yeah.
So what was that all about?
I'm trying to tell them, thank you for listening to our podcast that's made on our sponsor, the Anchor app.
Oh.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Poor decisions. Anyway, the Anchor app, what's that?
It's the free app that you can easily make podcasts on.
Only on iPhones, though.
No, also the Droids.
Ooh. Congratulations, Androids.
And it's completely free.
Free. All right.
So get podcasting and come be a friend.
Boo. Back to the show.
And we're back.
Hello.
Like
hello.
we never left. Spitting ones and truths. I said truths. There was a twos on the track. That sounded so old.
Anyway, because that was just
First of all, I can
elderly.
spit. Because first of all, I
Can
just
you?
haven't- Yes, I can rap. I really can rap.
Oh, I thought you swallowed.
What is this one?
I gotta put me.
No, God, not that.
I gotta put me first.
Thank you. This is moving on.
Okay. So, our topic for this lovely segment, it had me thinking, this generation, particularly, has some issues when it comes to relationships. And what do you feel about this? I have noticed a lot, even from my interactions, other people's interactions, people love dating nowadays. Smashing, exclusively talking, whatever you want to say. Talking to the same person, talking to them date night, evening for like 7 months. But then saying they're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
And people don't, quote unquote, believe in titles. No, I think you're just trying to cheat.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No, let me stop. Yikes. That's not true. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Have you noticed that lately? I don't know.
All the time.
It's
all
just
the time.
so irritating.
It's such a ladder of like what people, because I feel like back in the day it was like just dating, and then when it didn't work out, then you just stopped dating.
Right.
But like then there's talking, there's exclusively talking, there's like it's like what is going, like not exclusively talking, then it sounds like dating to me.
Right.
Or like, okay, we're both not having sex with anybody else, and we're going on dates, and we're hanging out with each other all the time, and this person comes to my house, and I go to this person's house, and but we're not dating. Then what are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? Right.
At this point, it sounds like either dating or a friendship.
Right.
Like, what's happening?
And then a party gets irritated when somebody cheats. But it's like, I thought y'all weren't in a relationship.
Yeah, nobody specified
right,
what we're doing here.
It's so irritating. Like, it's such a lack of... And that's why I think the biggest issue is nowadays no one wants to... define anything.
Commitment.
Like, commitment. It's a and I feel like a lot of people use this kind of... It's not about titles, things to hide just their fair commitment. Pretty much. I think so.
I think it's okay. The one thing that does bother me, I can say this, is I feel like, first of all, versus back in the day versus now, the way relationships and all that kind of happened is kind of backwards. Because I feel like a lot of times sex happens first, and then it gets into like dating or whatever it is.
Right.
So it's like, okay, y'all have been hitting it for the last month and a half, and then it's like, maybe we should talk to each other. Yes, maybe. Like, right. I don't know, but I don't know. It just I don't understand the like. My thing is like saying you're boyfriend and girlfriend, or just saying like I think it should be 3 things: talking, boyfriend and girlfriend, and then whatever happens past then, marriage or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
You know, or fiance and
engagement.
Yeah, engagement.
Marriage.
There we go. Yeah. Like I think it should go there, but like it's too much of like, oh no, we're not dating, and it's like, okay, but what are y'all doing? Oh, well, we don't do nothing with nobody else.
We just go with the flow.
Yeah. Oh God, that just sorry, that just
y'all.
Oh, that
y'all
pisses
gonna
me
go
off.
flow right into. Never mind. It's just it's so frustrating to me, and like I said, I really do think now there are some people who may not. I try to be fair because everyone is different. So, you know, when some people are like, I don't really believe in titles, but me, I truly feel like it's a fair commitment. I really do feel like that's where it's coming from. You're masking it as like this life choice or almost like this relationship choice for yourself, but I think low-key you're really just afraid of commitment and you don't want to. And I don't know if it's like the horrible relationships we witness on reality shows or the fact maybe that a lot of people, particularly in certain communities, don't have a lot of examples of good relationships. Yeah, like, so I don't know what it is, but it's just like...
I don't know, I don't know, but I feel like a lot of times... I think these relationships also, too, like, compared to, like, back in the day, they're so rushed. You know, it's like... I feel like back in like the older days, we're not that old, but like
the older days.
In the older days, I feel like it was like, okay, you started exclusively talking to this person. You might tell your one good friend,
right?
This is someone I'm talking to. Yeah. But like we probably would never meet them for like a little bit. You know, their friends wouldn't really meet them, their family wouldn't meet them until y'all are ready. Excuse me,
not the Instagram. Go ahead.
Wow. Like, you wouldn't really see that person until they were like, okay, now we're officially dating. But we were just kind of trying it out first.
Right.
But I feel like now it's like y'all met each other at a party and then had sex that night. And then they came to your house the next day. You went to their house the next day. They saw your parents on Sunday.
Right.
Y'all going on a date on Saturday. Now y'all posting each other's Snapchats and Instagrams the next Tuesday, and it's like, are y'all dating? No, we're not dating.
So I think a little.
The hell are y'all doing? But it's like you just screenshot. Like I'm like, you just told me about this person, and you just saw this person 15 minutes ago, and now y'all planning a trip to the spa. What is going on?
Now you're planning trips to the Dominican Republic and stuff like.
Not the Dominican Republic, no.
You know they.
Oh, that was so unnecessarily shady. And
what
you?
I was not being shady. First of all,
no, that was so unnecessarily shady.
Because I was about to say another location, and
but you said that. Wow, you
want me to say the original location?
No, I don't want you to say that because that was unnecessary.
No, I was going to say
no. Don't say the word.
I was going to say that, and I thought about it. So that would be shady.
Either way, it was shady. And
anyhow, but yeah, it's like and it's like people because. I told you I was watching the episode of The Real and they were talking about
the show that wishes they were us. Yes.
Good night. The Real, that's him. If you want to sponsor and mentor, I'm open to it because he's just over here too.
Listen, Lonnie, what's good?
Whatever.
What's good, sis? What's good, Lonnie? Okay, let me stop. Lonnie might be
Yeah, trash you. Anyway.
First of all, Lonnie is in. Do you see Lonnie in Dubai?
She is in Dubai?
Yes, Lonnie is out here living life. On camels and in the sand.
She was just in Hawaii not too long ago.
Like, Lonnie.
Right.
What are you doing?
But no, they were talking about, a person asked the question, if you were just exclusively having sex with someone, like you haven't defined a relationship, you're just having sex and whatever, when you take them around your family, what do you call them? And then Lonnie was like, hold up.
Why would you take them around your family?
Right, but Lonnie was like, why are you taking them around anyone if y'all just having sex? And then Lonnie said, just be honest, say we banging.
Yeah, that's not.
Who is this person? Are we banging?
That's not what we do.
This is my Saturday night booty call.
No, see, that's not bringing people. My parents have never met someone I was dating.
Right.
Like, because I'm like, I feel like. Stop.
They thought they did. Stop. Several times.
Stop. Once. But. But no, I don't, because it's so funny because me and my mom had the conversation because she said, like, you never bring anybody around your dating. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever even, like, met someone I think that's been to that level that where, like, you need to meet that person. Like, I consider us talking until we get to the point where it's like, okay, we both say we're going to be exclusive with that one person. Like, I can't get mad if someone I'm talking to is doing something with somebody else. You know, because it's like, okay, we didn't establish that we're together. But I'm also very quick on establishing things. Like, I would rather establish it now and start, you know, because my thing is, we'll get into the dating aspect of things anyway, because we'll get into it. But my thing is, I want to establish that we're dating or that you're at least interested in me into dating before we get into more, per se. And we're not going to get to that point until we really communicate with each other. Like,
right.
I think talking stage is need to be a little shorter. Like, I think I'm only willing to talk to someone 2 months max before I'm like, okay, now where are we at?
Right, and that's my biggest issue. It's like, okay, I'm not talking. No one's talking about getting married in a few months, but like, I think
being
after a month or two, like, of exclusively dating someone, you should know if they. Did you just see that?
Yeah, that
was a gnat.
Yeah.
You should. I was scared. I thought it was one of them parachuting spiders. You hear
we're
about
not.
that?
No, move on.
Like, nah.
Fake news. Move on, because we're not doing that.
That was not fake news.
I saw that. We're moving on. No,
you just afraid because the
Absolutely
spider's going to parachute.
I don't like spiders, and we're new.
But anyway, yeah, I'm like, it should not take more than a month or two for you to know, at least if you want to be in a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I mean, I know if I'm in a relationship, like, maybe it's the second date.
Right, like yeah, especially once
see.
you get old, like, start to get to a certain
because
age.
I feel like when you're talking, quote unquote, that's when I'm like, it's like the tryouts.
Right.
For me. Like, the last person I was really talking to for 6 months, it was like, okay, let's do...
Treat me like a treat me.
Okay.
Oh, I need to add that sound. I like that sound. That's my song.
No.
I ain't even hear it yet.
No. But no, it was like, okay, we're going to do certain things. Like, we're going to go to a restaurant because I want to see how you treat waiters and waitresses. We're going to go somewhere in public. Or I want to see how your love language is, or I want to see how you interact with me in public. Right. I want to see how you are shopping. I want to see how you are to cashiers. Like, I want to kind of scout that stuff out first.
True.
And then we get into, okay, if you pass my test, I hope I passed yours. Now let's talk about dating.
Right.
Because I'm not interested in being with you 6, 7, 8 months and we're still talking. And then I don't know what you're out there doing or what I'm doing. But most times, even when I'm dating somebody, I also, you already know, I'm all eggs in one basket type person.
Yeah.
When I feel like...
I'll be telling them about
that. Leave me alone. Because my thing is, you never know. I'm all eggs in one basket type person. When I feel like I like somebody to that point, everything else is cut off because I want to focus on this person because this is the person I want to focus on. This is what I want to pursue. This is what I want to keep going for. But I don't know. Some people are just very different. Where it's like, I don't know how you feel comfortable being 6 months and like the last person I was talking to, like, listen, we were like a month in, and I was like, so what are we?
Right.
What's going on? You know, like, we're gonna have to figure it out. And then at that point, we hit 6 months, and it's like, all right, now it's been 6 months.
Right.
I'm getting irritated. Like,
exactly.
We're gonna figure it out, and then 6 months, and that was the end of it. But like, yeah, I think titles are very important, but also, okay, everybody don't put your eggs in one. Don't be like me. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But I think titles are very important. I feel like titles need to be established so that we all know what we're doing. Because at my point, like, if we can all have fun, then let's go have fun.
Right.
But don't you be having fun. But if I go have fun, then it's like,
right.
What are you doing? Oh my goodness, we were having fun. I thought
this was just, you know.
Like, I mean, you know, the person I was talking about, like, remember, like, I messed with one other person. Actually, no, I'm talking about the other one.
You really heard what I said?
I saw.
No, you're talking about. No. Huh? Wait, do the first letter.
Yeah, why do you keep putting extra lines into this?
Do you not know how to do it? Wait, we gotta pause you. Okay, we're back. Because apparently we both can't mouth or spell letters in the air. Because
no, that was wrong. But yeah, remember, I did one thing with somebody else because I didn't know where we were. And I was like beating myself up about it. Like, I felt so bad.
That. And I said Basil.
And I told him, I told that person. Remember, I told him, I was like, yeah, like something happened.
And so I'm just kidding.
But like, I felt so bad but I didn't know where we were at that point. And at a point, you know, human nature kind of kicks in, and it's like, okay,
right?
You know, like, I don't.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, and it's all about, and that goes into communication too. And it's like, first of all, we can't be talking about we in some type of relationship and I hear from you once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks or once a month.
I can't.
Like, no. Especially when you don't even live near each other.
I start getting crazy.
Right. And especially if you don't live near each other. Who am I dating? Like, Casper the Ghost? Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm not talking about nobody. That's just a general thought. I'm just posting.
Let's call... Woo! Yikes. But yeah, no, that communication, you already know, communication for me is such a big thing.
Right.
Like, I don't, and like, this is another thing I think a lot of people listen to these Instagram psychologists.
And it's not Orlando. That's not what I was, sorry, I had to make that disclaimer for my family because they probably was like, I knew it. He was dating somebody that was far away. Because, you know, my whole family thinks I have a secret lover in Orlando.
He is dating someone in Orlando. And I know the person's name.
Yeah, right. Keep lying to them.
That name is.
Okay. First of all, I wish I wanted to stay in hotels. So I could just go there.
Oh, see a hotel. So that's what you out there doing, huh?
Yes. Why am I sleep on the street when I go down there? Whatever. Good night. Because I'm moving down there. I was doing research every time I went down there.
Allegedly, child. But no, first of all, communication. But here's my point. Made it to the point. The people, I think, take a lot of what these Instagram unlicensed relationship counselors be talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay, mm-hmm. Justin LaBoy. Justin LaBoy is not. He's not a relationship counselor. Stop giving him that title. He just be posting stuff.
Oh my god! Okay, Steve Harvey is not a relationship counselor.
He's also not a judge.
I'm like, so there anybody can be judges. That's what we doing. Yes, we just doing everything.
Okay, no Steve Harvey.
Oh my
no
god.
Justin LaBoy. No, none of them.
Oh my god!
Can I be out here giving? Steve Harvey put out like 2 books.
We reviewed.
He's not fucking credible.
We had to. So for my 400 level seminar and for the psych degree, I took relationship psychology, and that was one of the things we had to review, like some sort of like love book or something like that.
Did you
so
read
one
his
of the
book?
one of my friends, she read his book, and she was like. She said, I wanted to read this scene as though he's not a relationship therapist. And she was just saying, find it so crazy that people really like flock to his advice. And she was saying that some of the advice in there was like, it didn't seem bad, but it didn't seem the best. And then also she was like the backward.
Oh no.
The logic that he's been in a lot of marriages. So that means he really know about love and like he has experience. But she was like, but he's been in a lot of marriages that did not work.
I mean, I eat a lot of food. Am I the next Chef Ramsay?
I don't think. How many marriages does Steve Harvey have?
I don't know.
Let me Google it.
Look it up. But yeah,
no,
so what I'm saying, these people are not relationship type counselors. So stop taking with their. Honestly, I would call it shit posting. Stop putting with their shit posting just to make y'all feel better. Stop listening to Summer Walker. Summer Walker, we got y'all crazy.
We had one friend that's a Summer Walker.
Oh no,
Summer be killing it though.
Like I think, okay, no, I'm not gonna say that she's always wrong because sometimes she does.
Oh, he only had 3.
Oh, okay, wow, 3.
I like how I said only though, only 3.
And like, how old is he? Like 65? Like,
yeah, I think so.
He needs to retire.
Well, he's still with his 3rd. So.
Okay, well he needs. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because that's gonna be.
Have you been seeing his clothes? First of all, how we get on the whole Steve Harvey? But have you been seeing his new like dressing lately?
Please,
you seen it,
Steve Harvey?
Because then he's supposed to be a fashion icon.
He dressed like an anime villain.
Leave him alone, because Steve is trendy.
He looked like he was to be in Naruto.
This is stylish. I want that coat. I want that coat.
He looked like a final boss.
I want that green coat.
He looks like a final boss.
No, look what they did to him, please. We got to post it on our Instagram. They put him as a leprechaun with Lucky Charms.
No,
that's a cute. I thought that outfit was cute.
Let me finish what I was saying.
Like what's they call it? The Hans tooth? Oh, that's not home.
Okay, stop it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think a lot of people take what these celebrities and these influencers say and make it a thing. Like, I think sometimes it's like you have to understand like not all relationships run under the same thing. And
right.
let's get into the money talk thing. Because you see, was it Tamar Braxton was on T.S. Madison's show. Excuse me. And she like, I feel like she made a joke, but like everybody was taking it serious. Where Dave was like, she's like, I think T.S. was like, you know, how do you know somebody likes you, whatever? And she goes like, oh, like, he got to spend some money on me. And I feel like everybody, you know, but I feel like a lot of people on social media say that, and it's like, just because he spends money on you doesn't mean he likes you.
Oh, didn't we have a topic about that?
We talked about it. We didn't have a topic on it, but it's like y'all take what these Instagram people say and make it, oh, if my man or my woman's not doing this for me, then they're not worth it. No, like, you know how, like, you know, in my relationships, I like to be the giver. Yeah, I was like, the giver sounds weird.
You do?
Stop it. Anyway, don't push no buttons. Leave me alone.
I'm trying to find a good one.
Good, you can't find one.
Oh, I need.
You know, obviously you take the more, you know, you take the role of like, you know, I want to pay for things X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But I only feel like I should. I mean, honestly, I probably would only pay for like the first date. Because in the second one, it's like, now you don't know, like, you're not gonna get free food off me. So we're gonna find out if we both like each other or not. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, you need to watch this story time. There's a YouTuber named Natalie Odell.
Okay, I know.
And I'm sorry, it's kind of about paying for stuff.
Oh god,
how she got tricked and scammed. She met this guy.
Okay, no, we're not.
I'm sorry, please. We don't have Cliff Note version. She used to live in Miami. She's from Miami, so you know how the
okay, Carisha, who is it?
So you know how like South Beach and stuff, they be having like, they sell the ballers or whatever, guys with monies and Ferraris and stuff. So this guy approached her. He had a Ferrari and all this stuff, and you know, kept kind of pursuing her. She was like, he was cute, and then he seemed real gentleman, so she gave in, and you know, they was talking for a while then, and then he asked her out on a date, mind you, to this real fancy, I mean like expensive restaurant. Long story short,
oh no, funny. What happened? What did he do?
Long story short, he pulled up, he did not have a Ferrari.
Oh, I figured that was coming.
And then they got to they ordered all this expensive food. He was like, he don't have his wallet. And then I think he ran out on her or something like that. So she was like, at that time, she really did not have money like that. So she was like,
sorry, too.
She's like, I'm really stuck here with this expensive, like, I'm about to be watching this. It was crazy. That was just a wild story. That's another thing I want to understand. Like,
do you feel, if you're going out with somebody and they offer to pay, I don't feel comfortable ordering a lot of stuff.
But it wasn't just her. But I don't think it was a lot of stuff.
No, this is past whoever this woman is.
Okay.
Sorry to that woman. But I'm saying for in general, like, do you feel like, you know, I mean, dating or like...
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't be...
I don't feel comfortable.
Let me get a lobster. And no, you're not.
Like, listen, I will order the chicken fingers. Like, I want to order something that's cheaper. But then at the same time, too, when you look at these Instagram influencers, they'll be like, oh, they order this if they order this, then they're not worth it, X, Y, and Z. And it's like... I'd be just trying to pick a cheaper option because I don't want to, you know, I done met you.
Right.
I don't want you to pay for so much stuff.
Exactly.
Unless I'm going to pay for courtesy. It. You know, like, I don't know. I think dating, I think the concept of dating has evolved so much that it's just not dating anymore.
Right.
It's just who could do the most for me. And me not do the most for that person.
Right.
And I think it's very strange.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot. And it'd be like I saw an Instagram thing going around last night. It was like, it's not hard to keep your girl happy. Something like, it was like the 3 F's. F her, feed her, and and it was give her gifts.
Okay, that's not 3 F's, but okay.
Yeah, I was about to say that wasn't F's. That was all was the F's. But, and I'm like, I was like respect, communication, trust, like, and then the fact that the worst thing is that it'd be some girls be like, yes, all you need is sex and money. I mean, sex and chicken wing platter. Like, I'm sorry, that's not good.
Not chicken wing
That's
platters.
not good. I don't like that.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of people will get that because there's a lot of guys out here and girls as well. Y'all not exempt,
right?
That will do that, and you're just playing the person. Like you have the money to do it,
right?
So then you just do it,
right?
So they think I'm happy, but it's like, are you happy or are you content? You're content because you have
powerful. So I'm just kidding.
Well, you got to the Oprah.
To live doesn't mean you're alive.
Am
I a Nicki fan? Am I a Nicki fan?
Pull up in the street, I'll go, what?
Did you see that one girl on TikTok?
No.
She was like, am I a Nicki fan?
Yeah, I saw that. That's funny.
Oh, that's funny.
But I say, it's like, I don't think you're happy. You're just content with like, oh, so these two major things in my life are going well.
Right.
I'm getting the O's that I want, and I'm getting the cash that I want. But it's like, can you post him? Can you bring him to your people? Can y'all just sit in the house and like talk to each other? Can you talk about yourself? All of that.
Can y'all go out and not get arrested?
Arrested?
Because he's a drug dealer.
Oh no! Oh no!
Are you a trap queen? That's the thing you have to think about.
Oh Jesus! Oh no, not a trap queen.
You're a trap queen. Remix it for low.
Anyway, but let's transition because it's time for the comment section of the show. It's time for unless you have something else to say.
That's
okay, stop clicking things.
I'm about to click something off.
Click something and turn it off.
Right.
It's time for the comment section. We need to get a jingle.
I think we should have like a typewriter because people commenting.
You get the what's it from the Dolly Parton song with the nails.
But
So before I get, do you have anything you would like to sound off on in the comment section today?
Oh, Chris Brown, real quick.
Oh no,
real quick.
I forgot about
quick.
that. Not Chris Brown.
That was horrible. If that girl really was setting her up like that, which from the messages and stuff, it can seem like that. That is horrible, and no one should ever do that. But and however, a lot of these guys up here. See, because y'all would have just automatically believed all y'all want to do is believe these girls. All y'all do, yada, yada.
That needs to be a topic.
Right.
We got to talk about that.
Why? All y'all. It was so much stuff. Y'all, where's all the outrage for him? I'm like, yo, it's you. It's right here. You're doing it.
You're doing it right now.
But the thing that made me mad is because they be saying all that, but y'all be the same guys that the minute a girl comes out, she lying. So why are you automatically jumping to his side? How about everyone stays neutral and let an investigation happen? Believing a victim doesn't mean that you're saying that they're telling the 100% truth or that the person is guilty. Believing them means that I'm going to hear you out and you deserve your day in court or whatever like that. That's what that means. That was a quick comment because we've run out of time. So I
have so much else to say.
Right, so that could be a full topic one day.
That'd be next week. Because Jesus Christ. I have so much to say about that.
Right.
Oh gosh. My heart hurts. I would just like to say this in my comment section today. I feel like I've said this before. When you are in a position of leadership, that's the title of what you're supposed to be, a leader. Okay? I was like, what are you doing? If you are a supervisor, a manager, a CEO, X, Y, and Z, you're not supposed your job, your duty is to make sure that your team, whoever's under you, is working well, And I don't understand this new batch of people who are in leadership type positions and are not good at their job and don't take criticism. I think a lot of people don't take criticism anymore. They take criticism to be a personal attack, and it's not a personal attack. It's just like hey, so this is where you can improve on. Right. And no one's saying you're not doing it. It's just saying, hey, we need you to improve. Right. And I think a lot of people nowadays, these bosses, are taken as a personal attack, and it's it's ruining companies. You know, I feel like this
true.
this is going to be the generation that we going to take all that glass ceiling and we going to knock that bitch down. We knocking that down. All right. We knocking the ceiling down. I'm sorry, but...
Well, thank you for listening. That was a great comment.
It was.
So, make sure you follow us.
Just because you're a leader doesn't mean you can lead her. Okay.
You know what? Follow us on all social.
Oh, that's right. Not Twitter, but Instagram, right. YouTube, and everywhere you can listen to podcasts except for Apple Music. And
goodbye.
Goodbye.